And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30. Yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, it's Coleman. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
White.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 61, matchbox, lights. Check. 13. Hey, Haywood.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 180. Check tight. Alert 12, fellas. Here we go. Alert 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, D. Check. Crunch, crunch. White. I got this. Go now! Flag! 58 to Mike, 58.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Pick the edge. 11.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 21. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
58 to Mike. Ready?
Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Ready? QB's traps. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
On second down now, it's Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Here we go. 180!
58, come on.
12. You think you want to get
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
11.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Record. Switch.
Stick.
Watch the shot.
Topper.
On play action, now Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
21.
A gain of 32 that time. Coleman, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Brings up third down.
Mike, here we go. 180. I got you, I got you. Twenty-one. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Cut. Buzz. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 50.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. David Amerson able to bring him down.
Here we go.
Brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Here we go.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Here we go. 180.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21. 21. Here we go. 50.
Garoppolo on first down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. 180. 50's the mic.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Tight end right. We got 3.
Coleman now. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And Salek here, left side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of a first. That's to his running back, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he hits his man, Matthews. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Coming in. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Alert.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They will run again with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there.